Monday Night Football, under the lights, Chelsea welcome Wolves to Stamford Bridge in what definitely is a must-win game. After 5 games without a win, we'll welcome the team that has conceded the most goals in the Premier League this season. It's time to make a statement. Welcome back to the channel, guys, and if you are new here, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on another episode. Today, we're going to be talking about some latest Chelsea news on and off the pitch. We'll be looking at Wolves, what you can expect from them, predicting the Chelsea starting 11, and how Chelsea can win this game of football. So the transfer window is open, and it just feels like every time there's a young player, the media link Chelsea to him. And I've got my own reasons why. We've been linked to Alejandro Garnacho of Man United, been linked to Jamie Gittins of Borussia Dortmund, and also Karim Adeyemi of Borussia Dortmund. I've got my theory why Todd Boehly is looking at young players, and I'm going to tell you exactly why. Over the next couple of days, I'm going to make a video on why Todd Boehly's method of man could actually work, and why Chelsea keep on getting linked to young players and shown interest in young players when in reality they don't need these players. The media keep on calling it madness, but when you actually think about it and look at it in a logistic point of view, it's actually quite clever what Todd Boehly's trying to do. So stay tuned for that. That will be out over the next few days. But now we're turning our attention on the pitch. We're taking on Wolves in what pretty much is a must-win game. If Chelsea really do have ambitions of qualifying for the Champions League, we cannot categorically cannot drop points against Wolverhampton. So what can you expect from Wolves? Well, we all know they're set up in a 3-4-3. Matthias Cunha is their danger man. However, he could be doubtful for the game. Even though Chelsea got a lot of doubtful players, Matthias Cunha, Wolves are a completely different team with and without Matthias Cunha. And if I could stand corrected here, but I'm sure Matthias Cunha scored a hat-trick at Stamford Bridge and Wolves won 4-2 just recently. And that just goes to tell you the talent of this lad. But since Victor Pereira has come in, Wolves have looked a lot more consistent. The personnel's a lot more consistent, and they're starting to build that relationship on the pitch. Wolves have conceded the most goals in the Premier League this season with 48. They're there to be beaten. We should be going in this game thinking nothing but a victory will do. And look, we've already beaten Wolves and put 6 past them. Noni Madueke sold us a dream on that day. If I'm Noni Madueke, I'll be tweeting out tonight, Chelsea's a shithole. Even if I don't mean it, just do it, because the last time you done it, you bagged a hat-trick. But if you think back to that game at the Molineux, Chelsea absolutely tore Wolves apart. And the way you do that is by using the width of the pitch. Get your wingers staying high and wide. That stretches their 3 centre-backs and creates space in the middle of the pitch. Wolves have just been beaten 3-0 away to Newcastle, and I actually think Wolves played quite well, but Newcastle used the width of the pitch. That's what Chelsea have got to do. And in fact, if you think back to when we beat them 6-2, every single goal was wide from wide areas. So let's do that again. And that's why I think having off-ball runners, movement, fluidity is key to this game. But we also need to be quick, dynamic, and ruthless. I think we've lost that ruthless nature. And coming up against a back three actually plays in Enzo Maresca's hands, because he wants his wingers to stay high and wide because he gets his fullback to invert. So this game should suit Chelsea. However, there is major lineup concerns. So if we look at what they are, these are the players that will not play: Benoit Balashile, Cesar Cassidy, Ben Chilwell, KDH, Wesley Fofana, and we all know Mudryk cannot play. Then if we dive deeper into that, there is some concern and doubt. Levi Colwell's doubtful, Enzo Fernandez, Romeo Lavia, and the man of the moment, Cole Palmer. I know these 4 guys didn't train on Friday, and the point of making this video, they haven't trained yet, so I don't know if they're going to play or not. So we're going to be predicting a starting 11 with and without these guys. I don't know about you guys, but having those 4 players, if all 4 are out the side, it's worrying, because taking 4 crucial players out at any side, they're going to struggle no matter who they're playing. So let's have a quick look at what possible lineups we could make. Jorgensen in goal, I'll be happy with that. I think he's better than Robert Sanchez, and that's just putting it bluntly. We could start either Reece James or Malo Gusto at right back, but for me personally, I would start Reece James. I just think this boy is just on a different level to Malo Gusto, and he needs to get some minutes. He needs minutes. I know he's just come back after an injury, but he needs to be playing football. And then look, we've recalled Trevor Chalobah. We've recalled him for a reason, because he's needed. We cannot recall him just to sit on the bench. And that's why I do think he's going to start this game. With Levi Colwell doubtful, even if Levi Colwell plays, I think Trevor Chalobah plays. It's a shame, because I think Joshua Chempong's playing really, really well. And if it was up to me, I'd probably play Joshua Chempong. But I just think you cannot recall Trevor Chalobah and not play him. And I don't think he's going to put Joshua Chempong alongside Trevor Chalobah, for the reason Joshua Chempong's really inexperienced and Chalobah hasn't played for Chelsea all season. So this is the way I see it. I think Chalobah will start. And then it just depends. If Levi Colwell is fit, he starts. If not, it's going to be Tosin. And you know what? I don't know how I feel about that because I just think we're just so vulnerable in transitions, no matter who we have. It's centre back. So ultimately, we're going to give Wolves chances. If Wolves take their chances, we've got a hill to climb. We need to score 3 before we can feel comfortable. That's how it feels at the minute. So no matter who plays at centre back, I'm going to be worried. And then at left back, Marc Cucurella, I think he had his worst game of the season against Bournemouth last time out. And I think it's time to show that consistency again. Be that player you were at the beginning of the season where nothing fazed you and you were just absolutely relentless and tremendous. Now we're getting the double pivot. And this is where it gets interesting. This is probably the most riskiest part because if Romeo Lavia and Enzo Fernandez is doubtful and probably won't play, I think one of them will play, to be honest. But let's just say they're both injured. Cassidy and KDH are both injured. Who's he going to start? You've got the option of Raksaki or Viega. In my opinion, I like Viega. We've seen him do a job against Bournemouth away where he played a full 90 minutes in centre midfield. But what I've seen from Raksaki, he can give us this control in this game. He can allow us to take play, and he's just a young lad, inexperienced, but you know what? That brings out his fearless nature. So if Enzo, Lavia, KDH and Cassidy are all injured, for me personally, I would start Raksaki. But I do think Enzo Fernandez or Romeo Lavia will start. And then you've got the number 10 position. Cole Palmer's fit, he plays. Guaranteed. No ifs, no buts about it. Absolutely. If he doesn't, it's João Felix. It's got to be João Felix. He's been our best player every time he's stepped foot on the pitch. He's sparked a bit of life in with. He's sparked a bit of enthusiasm in with. And that's what we need. And I think him in that pocket, without Cole Palmer in his space and vice versa, he can really thrive in a game like this. And then we've got the wingers. We can easily pick either Noni, Neto or Jadon Sancho, but for me, I would play Noni Madueke and Pedro Neto. This isn't criticism on Jadon Sancho because I think he's been tremendous, but I just think for different games, you need to pick different profiles. What I would be looking to do is get in behind their fullbacks because they play with wing back. Let's use our pace, our explosivity. I just want to go all thunder, all out attack, pace, power, explosivity, and that's what I would be looking to do. Move the ball into the channels, move the ball into space, and have 2 runners like road runners just moving onto the ball. That's what I would be doing personally. When it's late on, and if we do need to break down a low block, I would bring on Jadon Sancho because that's where he excels. Breaking down those low blocks, getting on the ball, baiting players into a challenge before he nips past them or plays a little 1-2. That's what Jadon Sancho is good at. So if we needed to, and the game's very tight late on, we need a goal, that's when I would bring on Jadon Sancho. But for the first 60 minutes of this game, I would be looking to get in behind, having runners running in behind Wolves. And Pedro Neto, Noni Madueke do have the pace to do that. And then Nicholas Jackson up front, because who else? Mark Guéhiou is probably not experienced or good enough right now to lead the line in a crucial game that we do need to win. And Christopher Nkunku, no matter how many times he's played up there, is proven that he offers nothing. And you know what? This is the type of game where Nicholas Jackson can get his confidence back. Can he get 1 or 2 goals? Can he show his ability to score goals? And it might be a flat track bully, but I'm not bothered about that. I just want him to get back into form. And games like this is how you get back in the form. Take your chances. He's going to get multiple chances. Just at least take one of them. Build that confidence. And for that reason, I do think he's going to score. So my prediction for this game, I'm going to go Chelsea 3, Wolves 1. Ideally, I want us to keep a clean sheet, but I just can't see it happening. But look, predicting a starting 11 for Chelsea is like predicting a lottery numbers. You just don't know who's going to play, where, and when. But I want to hear from you guys. Let me know who you would play. Do you disagree or agree with my starting 11? But I also want to know your predictions in the below. But before you leave this video, make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, and until next time, ciao for now.